What is up, guys? We've got our team here for our Mush, hopefully a sweep. And then, just looking at this, I got Musharna, I got the Arc. This is the set I settled for. I actually decided to go for the max special defense. I got Arcanine here with the Justified Life Orb. I did find out that with the Overheat that will KO even especially defensive Ferrothorn, unless it has Assault Vest, which I've never seen, or in Rain. So a Rain Ferrothorn is really the only thing that this Arcanine, really the only Ferrothorn this Arcanine can't take out. A special defense Ferrothorn and the Rain is a real big problem. Deoxys I have here, just a taunt, knock off some items, Stealth Duck Spikes, just some shenanigans there. Aegislash, just the same as the one in my Sticky Web team, only weakness policy instead this time. It's just there in case I need to fall back on it for that win. Rotom Watch, I don't really use this often, but I put this team together rather quick, and I figured I might be able to do some work here. Then I have Gliscor with Poison Heal, so switch in with this. I usually do Roost instead of Protect, just for that. You can really get off that healing. Ice Fang, Earthquake, they provide some good coverage. So, without further ado, let's get right into it. Let's go to OU, Team Mushy. So that was quick. So it looks like they're going to lead with that. So I'm going to go into Deoxys Speed. He even named it Leader. So let's go with Taunt. So you just prevented him from setting up any opening stuff. So I'm going to go straight for the Stealth Rocks right here. He might go for an Explosion or something, but I have Focus Sash just to secure at least something. So he goes into Gengar, a Gengar named Shadow. I'll go straight for that knockoff. So with a Black Sludge, it fails the Substitute. I'm just gonna go, since I'm faster, it doesn't get any, okay, well that was a forfeit. So let's try again with another battle. Waiting up here. Hopefully this takes a little quicker. Or hope this takes not as quick. Okay, good. So this person's most likely gonna lead with Hippowdon or Espeon. So I'll just go with my Deoxys. So some threats here. Tyranitar, I really want him gone quickly. As soon as possible. Fortunately, Espeon doesn't get any entry hazards, but it does get reflected light screen. Let's start the timer here. Put on some pressure. So he does go into that Hippowdon. I'm gonna go for the taunt. Oh, he sees the taunt coming, bounces back and Texas. That was a nice play. I'm gonna go straight for the knockoff here. Get out some damage on Espeon. He's not the best attacker, but Espeon's rather fragile. I know that since it's gonna have an item, so the first knockout's gonna do a decent amount of damage. So, like I said, he's probably gonna go for. Oh, he goes for Dazzling Gleam. So I'm gonna get off another knockoff. There's really not much you can do here because anything he switches into is gonna lose its item. It also appears like he's really trying to force that Sandstorm because he has both the Tyranitar and the Hippowdon, which is probably all there to increase his special defense. Or no, that's just rock types. But to get Stoutland, to get that double attack. Or double speed, rather. Which I still don't, that might not even be enough to get rid of a Deoxys speed. Which, normally I don't use legendaries, but I mean like it's in the tier. So I am allowed to use it. So why not? So he was probably thinking last turn that I was going to go for the... Shall we thinking last turn? What was he thinking last turn? Let me think what I was about to say there. So, yeah, see, there's that Sand Rush. He was probably thinking that I was going to go for... Actually, he didn't think that. He just went in and took it. Never mind. So this has crunch, which could be a problem. Um, hmm. Go into Rotom Wash. Get off that Will-O-Wisp. So really, unless he switches into, so we might see this and switch. So actually, I can't switch change now. But I'll select Hydro Pump just in case he decides. I feel like he's gonna move into the Chandelure, predicting the Will-O-Wisp. So if that didn't switch, that could be a problem. But let's see what he does. This guy takes long, so I think this is the kind of guy that runs damage calcs before like every move, which is annoying. But we'll see what happens. Oh, so he goes straight for that wild charge. So I go for that Hydro Pump. So it looks like Hydro Pump will KO if it hits again. So he goes into Scizor, which is another one that just doesn't like taking that Hydro Pump. I didn't reveal Will-O-Wisp yet, so this will be a good time to do that. It sucks though that I can't set in Musharna yet, because I really need to get rid of that Tyranitar. And if I do send it out, he's probably going to go into the Chandelure. Luckily I've been landing them. Hydro Pumps. I think I make this my Musharna team. So there will be multiple videos where I'm using this team. Because it's just working better than I thought it would. So he goes for that Bug Bite. I'm going to go straight for that Hydro Pump. Really nothing of his can take that. Yeah, nothing of his wants to take a Hydro Pump. And last time I did 43%, so if he stays in with Scizor. So there's another forfeit. So yeah, I'm going to do a lot of videos with this team, considering that I'm not getting too much time to show off Musharna. And one thing I've learned about Pokemon is you don't want to try and force the strategy. So he actually doesn't have any, he doesn't have any dark types. Oh, never mind, he has Tyranitar. Damn it. So he goes into Cloyster. I'm going to go for the Taunt. Actually, I don't know. Because he's going to get that double speed. Yeah, I'll go for the Taunt so he can't Shell Smash. Oh, he's going for Toxic Spikes anyway. Now I'm going to go for Knockoff. Just to get rid of... So we had leftovers. He goes for the Surf. I'm going to start setting up now my Stealth Rocks, etc. I'm going to go for another Taunt. He's going to go for the Surf, but I want to ensure he doesn't start setting up any more Toxic Spikes. So Aegislash, I'm just going to go straight for that Sacred Sword. Nothing's really going to want to take that, except Charizard. But Charizard really isn't something you switch into when you're afraid of getting hit with damage. Although Cloyster is a really bulky Pokemon with really high defense stat, and it's probably running bulk. So he goes into Metagross, which it's a decent plan. I'm gonna go straight for that King Shield though. That was neutral, and then that did that much so. He's going to go for that Earthquake. I have the weakness policy, so the Shadow Claw will KO here if he goes for the Earthquake. Yeah. Because Sacred Sword already did 1/4, and that wasn't super effective. So Shadow Claw was going to do at least half, and then with the boost, with the double stages, that was going to be the KO. Okay. So he sends in this Tyranitar. I'm going to go for another King Shield. Hopefully it can't Earthquake me and do too much. Hopefully that can survive the Earthquake. I'm going to go for that Sacred Sword. Oh, I'm actually faster than it. So now the Tyranitar is out of the way. I'm going to go straight for the attack move here, and then I'm going to send in my Musharna to pick up some KOs at the end here. So that Stealth Rock's really doing some major damage on Charizard. If this is X and it goes for the Drake, okay, yeah, so he goes straight for that. So now it's time that I'm going to send out Musharna. I'm going to go straight for that barrier. Now hopefully if it says Shadow Claw, okay, he goes straight for that Outrage, which does an uncomfortable amount of damage. It does 75, and then half of 75 is like 30 something. So this was not the time to bring out Musharna. I should have thought more about that too, considering how strong Charizard X is. So I'm gonna go into Gliscor here. You go, oh wow, that's just doing work on my team. Doing work. I'm gonna go straight for that Roost and hope that this hurts itself in confusion or he switches. So yeah, he hurts himself in confusion. So let's see here. I'm gonna go for the Swords Dance. So he goes straight for that Flare Blitz, KOs himself. He's gonna go into, oh, he goes into Electrifier, which has Ice Punch. I'm not even gonna bother getting that heal. Oh, wow, what an idiot. I don't know what he thought he was doing there. I figured it would have Ice Punch if he switches in on something like that, but this guy's probably a newbie. I'm gonna go for that Earthquake. Cloyster gets KO'd. Okay, yeah. So this person quit. So didn't get to show off much Musharna, but this is gonna be my Musharna team, Team Mushy. So next time I see you guys, I'll see if I can get in my Musharna. Because although it is a great Pokemon, there are a lot of threats like Tyranitar or something that just does crazy amounts of physical damage like Charizard. You gotta be wary of when you get right into it. Because if you select the wrong person to set up on, as you saw, it could lead to some major problems. So yeah, see you guys next time.